Alright guys, welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Last time we met in Persona 3, we just did a little bit, I believe we did the event where the deadline for Yukari's whatchamacallit, investigation was finished, so we went to the back alley behind the Tatsumi Port Island station and did the event there where we learned more about what was going on, what is supposedly causing the incidents, which is apparently Fuuka Yamagishi's ghost. But considering the fact that Fuuka is a major part of the intro, meaning that she is most likely a party member, Fuuka being dead doesn't make any fucking sense. So we're actually doing some investigation on that. And also today is the full moon operation, as you can tell by the graphic on the top of the screen over there.
Turn out this way, Fuuka.
Hey, I remember you.
What did you do to Yamagishi?
Hold on, Kirijo-kun. This isn't an interrogation. Stop scaring her. Moriyama, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. You wouldn't want to give her the wrong idea.
Fuuka, she always looked so frazzled whenever I gave her a hard time. That's when I realized she may be a model student, but deep down, she's just like us. And because of that, I knew exactly which buttons to push. We were just messing with her earlier that day, too. It was May 29th. We took Fuuka to the gym and locked the door from the outside.
Wait, what? You trapped her inside?
Yeah, that's what she just said. Just shut up.
Maki got worried Fuuka might commit suicide, so she went back to the school by herself, but she never came back. And the next morning,
she was found lying outside the front gate.
I went to the gym to let Fuuka out, but the door was still locked. So I opened it and went inside, but she wasn't there. We all freaked out. Starting that night, we went out looking for her, but every night, another one of us wouldn't come back. And then they all ended up like Maki.
I see. Mr. Akoda, all this time you've been reporting Yamagishi as absent due to illness. But the truth of the matter is that she was missing. You had to have known this. Explain yourself.
I was thinking of the students, of course. You children may not understand, but we have to consider the future of everyone affected.
So you chose not to report a missing child for the good
Yeah, that's not the good of the class. That's much worse.
It was in her best interest. I wouldn't want her records to be stained by something like this. Her parents agreed.
So to protect your career, you ignored your responsibility as a teacher. Despicable.
No, I didn't mean. I was just.
Yeah, dude, you're already screwed.
That's enough. You can go now. We'll handle the rest.
Wait, but...
Don't worry. This won't be the last you'll hear of this.
I can't remember. Does his ass get fired by the end of this? I don't remember.
Did you notice anything?
It's been a while since I last recorded a session. I haven't seen him since, so I think he did, but I can't remember if his ass gets fired.
Creepy voice.
Honestly, he should be in prison for that shit, but whatever.
I could hear it, calling their name.
Oh, man.
Senpai, could it be?
It's them. No doubt about it. Up until now, we've never been able to predict who exactly would become aware during the dark hour. This voice must be the key. In other words, it doesn't just happen randomly. They actually get drawn in. I realize now, after seeing all of this, they're clearly targeting humans. Shadows are most definitely the enemy of mankind. Stay at our dorm tonight. That should be the safest place. If you hear the voice, tell us.
Considering that it got attacked a couple months ago, I don't think that it's the safest, but okay, you know what, you do you, Mitsuru.
Yamagishi should be alright as well.
Fuuka.
Iori and Takeba too. We'll meet after school in the student council room to discuss tonight's operation.
Tonight?
Yes. We are going to rescue Fuuka Yamagishi. If my guess is right, she's still inside the school.
Understood.
So yeah, basically what happened, and they're gonna tell you this straight up in a minute. Basically, since that Fuuka was locked in the gym, which is inside the school, she actually ended up in Tartarus. Considering the school turns into Tartarus at midnight every day.
Inside the school somewhere?
So Fuuka is trapped somewhere in Tartarus.
At midnight, this place turns into...
Exactly. That's how Yamagishi wandered into Tartarus.
Wait! You mean Yamagishi-san's been over there ever since she got locked in the gym?
That's right.
But that was 10 days ago! No matter how you look at it, she's gotta be...
Don't lose hope just yet. Tartarus only appears during the dark hour. So where does it go for the rest of the day?
It doesn't exist.
That's a good point.
This is just a theory. But I think time flows differently in Tartarus.
Which explains why you could stay in Tartarus for 10 hours instead of just the 1 hour. Because I remember, man, this was such a dumb thing of me. But when I was younger, when I first played Persona 3, I always thought you only had exactly an hour to do stuff in Tartarus. Meaning that if you fucked around too much, you were kicked out of Tartarus immediately.
Still alive. Might not be able to...
Clearly, no. You can spend as long as you want in Tartarus with no consequences in terms of time passing. In the original Persona 3, there were consequences for staying too long in Tartarus. You could end up tired, and eventually you'd get sick as a result. And same thing for your party members. But in Reload, they made it to where nothing really happens if you spend too long in Tartarus. The only thing that really is a factor of time in Tartarus anymore is the Reaper spawning. If you spend too long in Tartarus, the Reaper will spawn. And that's only really if in the same floor of Tartarus.
If you guys aren't with me, then I'm going in on my own.
Senpai?
In fact, the Reaper hasn't even been introduced yet. Because he doesn't start spawning until you get to like the 69th floor of Tartarus. So yeah.
Guess we're sneaking into the school then. In that case, I've got just the thing.
You do?
No answer. This is a problem. I can't get a hold of the chairman.
Well, that's not a big deal, right?
There is one issue. Without the chairman's help, I'm not sure how we can get inside the school.
No need to worry. I've got it all set.
All set. An explosive? All right. I'll let you...
He broke a window earlier.
There's no time to waste. Let's go.
An actual explosive?
No. All I did was unlock a door. See? We got in, no problem. Man, I'm a genius.
Is there really something to brag about here?
So you unlocked it earlier. Très bien.
How come that you two didn't think of that?
We should find somewhere to get ourselves ready.
Never mind.
Your classroom should work, right?
What?
Trey Ben? Is that French or something? Why are they talking in different languages anyway?
Can we turn on the lights?
Aw, you scared?
No, I'm not. Stupid.
Hey, that's uncalled for.
Quiet. We need to get started. It's better for us if the lights are off. They cut the power at night anyway.
I don't really
Never
like
heard of a
sneaking around.
school doing that, but okay. Or any building doing that anyway.
Find the key to the gym.
Then again, I'm not in buildings after hours anyway.
You three check the faculty office. Akihiko and I will take the janitor's room. After that, we'll meet in the main hallway on the first floor. Understood?
So, we're searching the faculty office, huh? Hey, maybe we'll find some test questions.
Maybe I should go to the faculty office too. It sounds interesting.
You're not planning to do something unethical under my supervision, are you? I suppose you'll need to be executed.
Hey, come on! Obviously, I was joking.
All I meant by interesting was that there's a higher chance of finding the key there.
Yeah,
Enough
sure,
of the
Akihiko.
excuses. Let's head to the janitor's room. Iori, you're coming with us.
All right, let's get this over with.
Alright, let's find those test questions. Alright, so for this section of the game, for a little bit, you're going to be exploring Gekkoukan at night. Oh, I'm switching costumes, by the way, because I didn't want the Phantom Thief outfits during the full moon operations. I try not to do that. I try not to have costumes on during the major boss fights, because it just kind of takes the seriousness away a little bit. You're fighting the final boss, and your main character looks like a fucking clown. Or is, in a swimsuit for some reason. I'm also changing Akihiko's equipment because I have the highest equipment. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm giving him the, what was it? Auto agility up? Because I'm way ahead a little bit. Where we haven't learned about Theurgies yet, and Akihiko's way of charging his Theurgy is if he's powered up with any sort of buff whatsoever, it charges faster. But I'm thinking ahead here, so I don't really have any reason to keep that on right now. But yeah, I was just doing some quick equipment changing and just looking at what I have. Even though, again, I have like the best equipment. I have some of the best equipment in the game. I don't have the best equipment. But you're not going to be getting new equipment during this battle. And yes, Akihiko is the lowest level because I never went to Tartarus to grind levels for him or anything like that. So, yeah, we could actually explore Gekkoukan a little bit after hours. No, you can't start any social links or anything like that. But you can go in the bathroom for some reason and piss Yukari off in 5 seconds. Alright. Hold on, forgot to wash my hands. Hold on, that was not 20 seconds.
What?
Yeah, now I'm just doing it to piss you off. Yeah, but you can go in the bathroom as many times as you want, and Yukari will always just prompt you like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, maybe you just have a really small bladder. Or prostate cancer. You should probably get that checked out.
What? There's someone else here? We gotta hide.
Okay, best hiding ever. Especially Yukari, she's still, like, in view. Like, I'm pretty sure.
It was just a security guard. I know. My phone. Why now?
Man, that security guard is like utter shit. How did he not hear the phone going off or someone screaming?
I mean, that would freak most people out, right? Come on, the thing just rang out of nowhere. What? That's not funny, you know.
I'm pretty sure, by the way, that's one of those. This is one of those instances where, depending on your social stats, you can't say that last prompt. There are times where certain dialogue prompts are unavailable because your social stats aren't up a certain level. One of them is actually like you can ask for the homeroom teacher's phone number or something like that, but in your first play you can't because your social stat isn't high enough. I think this is another one of those instances. They do that in every game, if I remember correctly. At least the new games. Persona 1 and 2 didn't even have social stats, but I'm pretty sure 5 had one. I can't remember what it was, though. I never tried it.
Dark, I can barely read these. What does it say on this one?
Morgue.
this is it.
No, this says more, you idiot. Wait, hold up.
Borrow this. Okay, let's go. We're supposed to meet up with everyone in the main hallway.
Did you find the key?
Sure did.
You know, I heard a scream that sounded kind of familiar.
Huh?
It was me.
Wait, you actually did? I was just kidding.
You want to take this outside?
Guys, come on.
All right. We'll
I
divide
kind of
into
wanted to
two
see him
teams.
fight.
Three
Would
of
be
you
funny.
after Tartarus, and one of you will remain outside with me. Once the dark hour begins, I'll pinpoint Yamagishi's position.
I'm going in. You come too. You can take the lead as usual.
Yeah, so there are also instances during the full moon operations where you can't really choose your party because they limit you. This is one of those instances where you have to take Akihiko and Junpei no matter what. The previous full moon operation, you could only take Junpei and Yukari because that was all you had. And I will say the next full moon operation does limit you again, where you have to take Yukari no matter what. Which is, it can be seen as kind of annoying, but if you know where the story is going and how things are working out, or if you've just played the game before, you can plan around that. But it's also one of those things where the game's trying to keep you on your toes in terms of leveling up characters, because you don't want to just... Because again, it can be seen as pretty bad design, where you know, it's suddenly making you take a character that you most likely didn't level up at all or pay attention to in terms of combat because you didn't see them as useful when you were exploring Tartarus for the first time. Now, forcing Yukari onto you isn't that bad because you had to use Yukari for Tartarus because you just really didn't have a choice. It was either that or no one at all.
Sorry.
That was my phone. But, them forcing whichever party members on you isn't the total end of the world. It's just one of those things where it's like, they want to make sure you're leveling up your characters and preparing them for anything.
Unfortunately, no place
But the thing about Persona 3 Reload specifically, leveling up your characters isn't that bad this time around. There's a lot of ways to level up the other party members really quickly, especially once we start getting towards the higher floors in Tartarus, and also, you know, shuffle time and Arcana bursting really helps speed the process up.
I've confirmed your position. You're higher up than I expected. You're barely in communication range. Is everyone all right?
I don't know. Got separated.
Akihiko! Come in, Akihiko!
Is he out of range? That's worrying.
Okay. Ow. My leg. Spread's nice. Oh, god damn it.
Are you awake?
No.
This is the first time we've spoken outside of your room.
And the only time.
Don't worry. You'll see them soon. But we don't have much time to talk. Tonight, there is more than one ordeal you must face. You should hurry. She's waiting for you. You guys will need her. See you. I hope we meet again.
Yeah, I think this is the only time outside of the introduction to the game where we talk to Pharos outside of our room. So actually, we got a bit of an interesting thing here. We could actually explore a few floors of Tartarus during a full moon operation. And yes, there are enemies to fight that you can fight here. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here. Now, I believe most people advise that you don't waste your time with this. I would say that if this was the original Persona 3, because thanks to Arcana bursting and the shuffle time being much better, And, you know, there's really no downside to battling in Reload. I highly recommend going out of your way to engage in battle because of shuffle time, and try to aim for getting Arcana Burst before you do anything else. Yes, it is, and also there are items here for you to grab. So yeah, just enter a few fights, win, obviously, because these are some of the easiest battles in the game because they know you're by yourself, so they're not going to expect you to have every ability humanly possible. In fact, I think really you only fight very basic enemies here. My main recommendation, though, is don't use any moves that require SP. Just use your sword. Just use the basic attack, because all of them are... I don't see the point why I'm getting this, considering we can't do an all-out attack at all in the final battle. And but I'm only just getting it for the sake of having Arcana Burst. That's really the only thing. By the way, I hope you like seeing Makoto's crit animation, because it happens like all the fucking time. But yeah, this exploration of Tartarus is the main reason that this part is taking a little bit longer than it should, because I'm deciding to waste my time and actually explore Tartarus like usual. Now, in terms of, you know, what happens in these floors, nothing really happens on this floor. The Reaper can't show up. There's no like special treasure chests or anything like that. It's just feeble, but, you know, very limited. There's certain things that don't pop up. Like special shadows don't pop up, like the golden hands, or whatchamacallit, the extra strong shadows. I forgot what they were called. None of those pop up during this. And that's the Arcana card I exactly wanted, was the experience one. And now I have Arcana Bursting, which means that I will have a better benefit from here on out. And also, since I have the full Arcana equipped at all times now, I'll be getting more experience out of the full moon battle. Now I kind of have no reason to fight, but I'm just doing it anyway. A whole 1 damage. But doing this, you know, exploring these floors, because I think it's only like 3 floors you have to explore. Yeah, I think it's only 3 or maybe just 2. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I last recorded this. You're just exploring these floors, and you're basically listening to Fuuka every 5 seconds say, "Is someone there?" And by the way, yes, Fuuka's alive, as you can tell. Oh, and Yusu is trying to contact us, but it's not working. Also, she's trying to talk. She's also trying to get a response out of a mute. Well, that's gonna work out for her. I mean, I say he's a mute, but he does talk. You know, he talks whenever in battle, and like whenever he wins, he says it's over, or if you're about to die, he says, "Wow, made it out of that one," or something along those lines. Like, he does Makoto does talk, but again, considering, you know, we're going by the rules of the game here, he doesn't talk at all. He talks like I think he talks like 1 time, and he also just pantomimes talking whenever you choose a dialogue prompt. I also do want to mention that I actually really like what the anime movies did with this full moon battle. Because basically what happens in the anime, and it was a kind of an excuse to give Makoto a little more character development, was Yukari actually actively tells him that he shouldn't go to the mission if he's going to act like he doesn't care, especially if it's with Fuuka. So Makoto's like, all right, fine, I'll stay in the dorm with I forgot her name, Moriyama. Like, he'll stay in the dorm, and
That's the voice. Wait, didn't that come from behind us?
what happens is that Pharos talks to him and says that, you know, if he's gonna just sit here, all of his friends are gonna die. And Makoto rushes over to Tartarus and is basically the person that saves everybody again in that battle. And it is actually, like, you know, it's the time when Makoto finally, like, learns to, well, I wouldn't say learn, but sort of, you know, grows and stops acting like he doesn't care about anything.
Yes, I'll be fine.
And I will say that it's a pretty cool moment for him. Like, he's speeding in on Mitsuru's motorcycle into Tartarus, and then he just, you know, unleashes a persona. I don't remember which persona it was, but, like, just like at the last second, he just comes in and saves everybody.
We can explain after we get out of here.
And also, one thing is that the anime, for some reason, made the Tartarus outfits adapt to whatever uniform they were wearing in school, unlike the game. In the game, the Tartarus uniform is always their winter uniform, but just with the C's armband and all that kind of stuff. But
Why without them finding me so far?
but in the anime, they actually made it to where it's either the winter uniform or the or nothing. It was just the winter uniform, or they just didn't bother.
I can sort of tell where they are.
What do you mean? You saying you're psychic or something?
She has the same power as Mitsuru, actually. She might be even stronger. Mitsuru's persona is always more combat-focused to begin with.
Persona?
Hang on to this.
Huh? Wait, is this a gun?
Think of it as a lucky charm. It doesn't actually fire bullets.
Okay.
Oh, but if you want to use, you have to hold it to your head. What?
Let's get out of here.
Whoa, check out the moon. It's huge. I don't think I've ever seen it so bright.
There's some research that indicates the shadows are affected by the phases of the moon. Although the same thing is true about humans.
Yeah, want an answer? Work retail. I swear, every time it gets closer to a full moon, customers act crazier and crazier every time.
It was.
Is something wrong?
Hey, did you see the moon on the night the dorm was attacked back in April?
No, because I'm fucking blind. Yeah, it was full.
Today is June 8th. The monorail incident happened on May 9th. And the assault in the dorm was on April 9th. They were all on a full moon. Mitsuru, are you there? Hey, can you hear me?
What about Shadow the Hedgehog?
Mitsuru, come in. Mitsuru? Mitsuru!
What is that? It's much bigger than the others. And it's attacking someone.
Damn it!
What the hell's going on? Totally lost here.
It's one of them. My guess is right. They come every full moon. We've gotta hurry.
Hey! Wait for me!
What?
No, not the bike. Oh yeah, Mitsuru and Yukari are in danger too.
Mitsuru! Takeba!
What's going on? Nothing's working!
Sonata-san, gotta draw the shadows away.
Yeah, I'm on it. Hey, if it's a fight you want, then you've got it.
Akihiko, be careful. Normal attacks don't work on them.
No, what now?
Hey! What the?
Oh, come on, yeah. And she walks all the way over here.
Fuuka.
No, what are you doing here?
Wait, hold up. How did she get here? Doesn't she have to take the monorail to get here?
Hey!
How the hell did she get here? Did she walk on the tracks all the way here?
I had to tell you.
Like, hold up.
I'm
How did she get... Nah, never mind. You know, like, I never thought about it until now. How the hell did she get here? If the monorail's turned off during the dark hour because all electronics and shit like that are, you know, powered off, then how the hell did she get here? You know, this game sucks. 0 out of 10. Heard that stock sound, by the way.
Yamagishi-san?
A persona?
Are you really surprised? Akihiko was saying that she has the same ability as Mitsuru, probably even better. Like, what else would it been?
Can it be?
Just as I thought.
Okay, guys, cool, she has a persona, but there's still 2 shadows here trying to kill us.
These guys.
Alright, so the gimmick of this battle is that these two will switch their affinities constantly, and this is kind of where you have to use Fuuka to analyze the shadows almost every turn. So yeah, in order to reveal the weaknesses of shadows, you have to use Fuuka's scan ability. The thing is that Fuuka's full analysis only works after, like, the 2nd turn. So, the first turn of a battle, you can't use Fuuka's analysis. But on the 2nd turn and onward, you can use Fuuka's full analysis. And when you do, it takes up, like, 35 SP. Meaning that, yes, Fuuka does actually have SP that you actively need to keep an eye on, because if you don't have enough SP, you won't be able to use it. Again, the advantage of New Game Plus is the fact that all elemental affinities are already revealed to me from the very start, because, you know, I've done full analysis before. But the thing is, you know, this battle is not that hard because... You know, once you hit one of their weaknesses and figure out the other one, yeah, now she can analyze them. If you just go to, you know, as soon as so hover on over an enemy, press the touchpad on the PS5. I always want to say select button, but it's the touchpad now, and then do full analysis, and then now you'll be able to reveal their weakness. And by the way, unfortunately, I did not get to show off Akihiko's special cutscene for when... I don't know why I'm doing that. I already know that's weakness. But what was I saying? I did not show off Akihiko's special cutscene for whenever he first uses his persona, because I didn't do any exploration in Tartarus beforehand. And the cutscenes for Fuuka override Akihiko, which is fair. But he does say, I've been waiting for this. Sort of. I mean, if he took out the let's get in there, it'd be right. And I was wrong. We do actually use a full all-out attack on the enemies. But I believe you can't actually defeat the shadows on your first turn because they want you to see the elemental switching. Maybe, I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh, because it just let me defeat that one. But they do switch the... actually, I think if you take too long to defeat one of them, it'll bring back the other one in a relatively quickly, so you need to make sure you're fast with that. But... I believe, like, every other turn, the Empress... shadow will actively switch the affinities around every other turn or something like that, if I remember correctly. I haven't done this boss legitimately in a long time, and I sped through this boss battle, my first playthrough of Reload, really fast, because I already knew what to do, because I played the original.
Are you okay? Yeah. Thank goodness. Fuuka!
It's all right. She's just exhausted.
Fuuka,
Where did those two shadows come from?
Somewhere outside of Tartarus. Just like with the dorm and the monorail.
Outside, huh?
What are we gonna do about Moriyama-san? She knows about the Dark Hour and the shadows.
It doesn't matter. She's not like us, so she won't remember anything that happens in the Dark Hour.
Oh, that's convenient.
She didn't fall victim to the shadows despite hearing their call. So I don't think she'll get drawn in again. She's safe now.
But doesn't that mean she'll forget Yamagishi-san saved her life? That doesn't seem right.
Actually, I get the feeling that things will work out.
I'm sorry, Fuuka. I'm so sorry.
It looks like she's learned her lesson.
We'll find out if they lock her in the gym again. Yeah, that's the highlight of the whole evening, is that mysterious boy appeared again. But yeah, that's it for the full moon operation this time around. It's not that bad. In terms of what you have to do, I think it's one of the. I mean, again, it's what the second boss battle. I would argue third if you want to. Yeah, and it's the second boss battle. It's the second major boss battle, so it's not going to be hard, and also it's kind of still tutorial stuff since now we're learning about the new navigator, which is Fuuka, and we'll get more into how Fuuka works next time we go to Tartarus, which isn't going to be for a while. So the next time we meet in Persona 3 Reload, I think the next part's just going to be dedicated to social links since we're kind of just recovering after the full moon operation. So see you guys next time, and take care.